This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the Ben & Jerry's Sundae Dulce De-lish. We've got salted caramel ice cream with chunks of caramel bar and caramel swirls, and those are topped with chocolate, whipped ice cream, caramel swirls and chocolatey chunks. A lot of stuff to digest, a lot of stuff to remember, and I won't even try because I will have forgotten it no matter what in about 30 seconds from now. This is a new thing, it says here, new on the thing. It was completely covered in ice on the freezing shelves at my local Globus, a complete whiteout. I could only see this very top here. And I'm glad that I looked it up on the internet before, because otherwise I wouldn't have even known what to look for. Otherwise, the packaging looks fine though, nothing to complain about design-wise, I guess. Yeah, cool. The bottom here, pause if we want to take a look at that. Pause if you want to take a look at the ingredients list right here. Pause here and pause here for everything in focus. Pause if you want to take a look at the nutrition table here at the bottom. And pause if you want to take a look at the ingredients list in French and in Dutch. Yeah, that's cool. Let's take off the top here, the lid. I've never had an ice cream before that was this frozen on the outside. There's ice on here everywhere. Just glad that it didn't melt. I think we've got about 30 degrees Celsius right now in outside temperature. So these sundaes usually are quite susceptible to these temperatures and melting away at the very top quite quickly. Let's see if this one made it through. It's so weird. All wet here. I need to get some towels in just a second. Okay, this looks a lot better than I thought. These chocolate thingies could have been distributed a bit more evenly, but other than that, this looks quite pretty. We've got some of the caramelly ice cream down there at the bottom. I assume, poking through, we've got the whipped ice cream up top, or was it the whipped, what was it? It is whipped, yeah, whipped ice cream, topped with chocolate whipped ice cream. Now I thought this was maybe something separate, but no, it's the whipped chocolate ice cream. Looks good, yeah, some sauce at the very top as well. So I'll get some towels now, and then we're going to do our little cross section as we usually do. Alright, let's continue this. Let's get the cutting board, put this on top of it, and we're going to slice it through from the top, I think, because with these sundaes, if we were to do it normally, we would end up with a lot of sadness in very soft ice cream form. Here, more ice on the knife. Yeah, this is the iciest ice cream ever. Okay, looks-wise though, I have to say that this is prettier than I anticipated. Look at this. We've got the Dulce de leche style ice cream here at the very bottom, those beige thingies. Then we've got stuff right there. That has got a nice texture. We've got the whip. Oh, this is quite soft. Looks good. Consistency seems to be fine. The sauce is very decent as well. Scent-wise, oh, it smells like caramel cookies. Yes, it smells wonderful. Caramel cookies is really what it does smell like. Wonderful. I've never smelled ice cream that smelled like this before, but this does smell really good. So which one am I going to take a look at? I think the left one. The right one is going back into the freezer, and I'll be back with you in just a second. Alright, I'm back at the desk and I'm ready to consume this. So, chocolatey chunks, whipped ice cream. Here's the base ice cream, that caramelly stuff. We've got the caramel bar chunks here. Yeah, I already forgot, like I said, half of this stuff. I have to read it off the top here. And the caramel sauce. All very nice indeed. Let's go for a bit of a taste test of the base ice cream first. Looks good. Smells good. Let's see what it tastes of. Oh yes, it does taste of caramel. This does taste like really good caramel ice cream. Not much else to say about it. Let's go for a spoonful with a few of these caramel bar chunks as well. Got a decent caramel texture. It's putting up a bit of a fight to the bite. It doesn't completely... It's not being squished like some of these very soft caramel bars are. It's got a decent texture to it, decent consistency. Flavor-wise, it is quite fantastic. Very rich flavor. A toffee-like flavor, more than a classic like caramel that we have here, for example, in Germany, these Riesenkaramellen, if you know those. This stuff here, yeah, a lot more toffee-like, very rich and creamy, with the ice cream of course in there as well, all around it, and that caramel sauce. Fantastic flavor profile. Of a spoonful of this bottom part, definitely. I'll go for another one right away. Now let's take a look at the top here as well. The whipped chocolate ice cream. Looks-wise, it does look good. Scent-wise, it is a bit less eventful. Yeah, doesn't really smell of too much. It does smell a bit of chocolate ice cream, but not as intense as the rest does smell of caramel. Let's see what it tastes like. Flavor-wise, it is weird. It does have a certain chocolate ice cream flavor to it, but it has got a slightly sour flavor to it as well. I don't know where that's from, to be honest. Yeah, a bit of that in the second spoonful as well. Maybe it's because of the way they have whipped this, maybe, or maybe aerated this with CO2 or something that makes it taste a bit acidic, maybe. I don't know. But let's take a spoonful of this stuff with the caramel sauce as well. Oh, that's a lot nicer. We do have the caramel sauce with that chocolate flavor. In conjunction, they both are very pleasant, yes. But the chocolate stuff on its own, not all that great. That's not something I did expect, to be honest. Let's take a look at one of these chocolate pieces at the very end. Preferably one without the caramel sauce all over it. This is one of them. Yeah, it's a decent texture to it. Nothing really too special about it. One of these regular chocolate chunks that you know of Ben & Jerry's. Yeah. So far so good. The bottom stuff here is fantastic. The top stuff is, well, I guess it's alright. Not that great. That whipped chocolate ice cream here all by itself. But in conjunction with that caramel sauce and maybe one of these chocolate chunks, it's fine as well. So I think I'm going to go through this now, all by myself, and I'll see you in just a second with the review sheet. The consumption process is complete and we are ready to rate this with the review sheet. First impression wise, I don't have anything to complain about. 1 out of 1 available point. It looked good, it did smell good as well, and it's not really Ben & Jerry's fault that this entire thing was covered in ice from the outside. Color wise, same story here, nothing to complain about. Everything looked as it should. The chocolate was looking good, the whipped chocolate ice cream was looking good, all the other stuff was looking good as well. Yeah, nothing to complain about. Consistency and texture wise, very similar story here. The only bad thing about it is that it did melt quite quickly, although at this point I'm not even sure if this was just down to the ice cream or just the ice on the outside that was melting and somehow weakening the pressed seams here at the bottom and making things seep through this. I'm covered in something that's not just melted ice, because this stuff right here is sticky, and yeah, regular ice isn't sticky when it is melted, right? It's just water, usually, hopefully. But this stuff here, yeah, it was melting a bit more quicker than the regular Ben & Jerry's ice creams do, but that's to be expected with this whipped top and all the other stuff that goes along with it, I guess. Flavor-wise, I give 4 out of 5 available points, simply because the whipped chocolate ice cream at the very top, that was a bit of pudding actually. That slightly acidic flavor that I really did not expect, that I really do not think belongs in it. But all the rest was fantastic. I don't have anything to complain about in regards to the rest of it. The caramel ice cream was tasting wonderful, a very rich caramel flavor. The caramel sauce as well, these caramel bar pieces in there that were mixed throughout the entire bottom part of this. Those were tasting great as well. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to report in that regard. Therefore, 4 out of 5 still for this particular item in the flavor department. Theme realization wise, I give 1 out of 1 available point because, well, it is sweet ice cream, sweet of the milk, Dulce de leche, and this Dulce de-lish, I guess, is a decent item to fit such a description in a more extended way. Therefore, 1 out of 1 available points in the theme realization department. Nine out of 10, therefore, for the Ben & Jerry's Sundae Dulce de-lish ice cream. Yes. I have to say that this is better than I expected, and I would actually recommend this, especially when this is on sale. For $6.99, this is not really something that I would buy for myself, but I wouldn't really buy ice cream for myself, no matter what it is, for $6.99. At least at this point in time. Maybe in 10 years you won't even get ice cream under $7 anymore. Who knows? We're all going to be millionaires and we are not going to be happy about it. Well, let's see how it turns out. But this stuff here for now is quite alright, and when you see it on sale I would definitely suggest checking this out if you like caramel stuff, because it is a very decent caramel ice cream. For my personal liking, I would even switch out the chocolate whipped ice cream with like regular whipped ice cream that they have on these other sundaes. I think that would suit it a bit better, I think. But so far so good. Overall, I think it's a very decent item that I'm happy to recommend. In any case, thank you very much for watching. If you've got a question or a video suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, feel free to subscribe. Thanks again very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. Until then, bye bye.